Welcome to Turn Right Machine Works. My name is Keith, and today I'd like to just announce that the judging is finalized on the nominations. Out of all the invites that I gave to all the contributors, I had one outside interest that contacted me through email, and I also asked him to send in his choices, and myself made 10 groups of 10 nominees, and I have posted those on my website, and here's the link. You can view the nominations for the drawing, and there are 9 that are absolutely going to be in the drawing, and then there's a 6-way tie for the 10th spot to get into the drawing. I plan on having the drawing on December 14th, a week from today, and I'm going to spend this week getting prepared for that drawing, and I'll be getting out the tools, the toolbox, and setting up the videoing of the drawing. I've failed to be able to live stream this right now, and maybe in the future, and I do plan on doing some live streaming from the shop here. I just can't pull it off right now, but what I will be doing is I'll be doing the drawing as if it was live, and then render and publish the video that day on the afternoon of the 14th. And I really looking forward to the drawing myself. You know, it was over a year ago, and we had just finished going through Lore's Toolbox, and I go, somebody is going to be picking through my bones one day, and then it kind of made me realize how many extra tools I actually have collected over the years, and then I thought when we started this giveaway was to take the box and put a couple tools in it each week, and you know, progressively through the year we would fill that toolbox up, and then we would give it away to somebody, and we had different ways of thinking on how to control the voting and this and that. I really like how it evolved, and I like, you know, I lacked a little bit of paying attention to and full control. You know, I had a little catch in the get along there on the blogging on the site. It actually is working fine now, and you can even read, there's been a couple responses for those who have read the blogs, and there are a couple spots in there, and it's open for making comments right now, and it's working fine. But there was a time period, and it took me a while to find out what my problem was, and it was my problem on how I had something. I actually just had two things crossed, but I couldn't find them until at the last minute. Now on the post on my website, you'll see the list of nominees and the judgings with a number 1 put behind each name for each vote by a judge, and the total amounts of ones are the running score of judgments in favor of that person. And so you'll see, and I've highlighted the 9 that are automatically or judged into the drawing. They will be in the drawing. The ones that I put in the red each have 3 votes on them, and it's a 6-way tie, and those 6 people will be in a pre-drawing before we actually have the big toolbox drawing, and that will decide who the 10th person is going to be in the drawing. Now you can really see what the judges, how the judges were judging the worthiness, and you can click right onto the person on that list right there, and those are set up to be a link to their page. And you can go to their page and you get to see why the judge chose, or that many judges or judgments were chosen for that person in their worthiness to be into the drawing. Also, while you're on the blog, and or my website, I should call it, and you're there and you're reading on the post and everything else, don't forget to stop by the Right store. Right now I had a couple items that were running out, and I dug through, and I had a couple reserve pieces, and I re-upped that inventory. I have, and at least I got something in there until the end of next week, and I have another shipment coming in that will fill in the low spots. But the items are going fast, and don't forget, Christmas is just around the corner, and I'm sure somebody would love to have a Get Her Done sweatshirt, t-shirt, what's in your box t-shirt, or a hat. Also too, give it some thought that, do we want to do this as an annual thing? Do I want to do this as an annual thing? It takes an enormous amount of time to pay attention to this, even the amount that it seemed like I either paid attention or lacked of paying attention to it throughout the year. A year is a long time, but I think it's adequate because, especially for the first one here, it's a lot of people. It took a little while for people to actually find out about the giveaway, and also too, there was a certain amount of people that didn't follow along with my whole video channel as a whole, and they caught bits and pieces from hearsay, so they didn't really see the outline. And the outline did change slightly as we were producing videos, and you, the viewers, are helping me decide how we're going to create the judging and everything else. And I think it really worked out well. And I think pretty well the judging and the nominations kind of set up. That's a pretty good. I think that's a strong hold right there. We don't have to tweak on that too much. Things that we might want to tweak on, and I want your feedback on, and I've had a couple good friends even mention that it would be really cool to actually have the entries as video. So the person get up in front of the video or be videoed by somebody else, and kind of where you're at with your school, where you're at with your project, hobbies, any of your highlights that have to do with being worthy to the toolbox. And I thought that was a pretty good take. But we're still open for takes. But right now, we're concentrating on getting this toolbox giveaway complete. And like I said, a week from today, December 14th, and we're going to go ahead and be picking the winner of the toolbox giveaway. Now, I also, I've slowed down a little bit on videos just because, one, I'm no different than you. I actually have to, videoing is my second job. The shop here in Turn Right Machine Works is my first shop, or my first job, and it is also my first own business. I have some projects. In fact, we're getting back onto the clam pump job, which has been sitting around for over a year now, and maybe pretty close to a year. Anyhow, customer came by the other day just to check on it, and I told him I'll get back on it, and I am getting back on it. And we have a couple other things that I've had to jump on in this last week to try to get them all tied in, because we are entering the end of the year here. Now I have that set of pulleys that we're going to be machining the outside contour for the museum down south. I have some gear cutting that I'm going to be doing for South Bend, and I have another customer also has another set of gears for the drivetrain on a South Bend also that we're talking about sending up here, and me doing a little bit of work on those. I have 2 videos in the plane, or 3 videos right now that I'm working on editing, and I'm not going to be getting them out until the beginning of the year. So I want to finish up on this giveaway, and I want to take the rest of this year and start working and pre-editing the videos that are going to start for next year. YouTube's changing their way of processing momentized videos, and I just want to be a little more ready for it on my part. We have new videos coming up. We have the museum and the pulleys. It's probably going to be my most focused job after the first of the year. I want to get that done and back on its way down south to the museum, and they can take it on from there and continue on their project. I think I've been holding that one up long enough there. And I also have, I'm going to complete the clam pump video session there, so I am doing the footage on that. I did a splined keyway coupling, and that video will be coming up as well. Some of these things here I highlight on my Facebook page and give some shots, and some of the things that I don't do videos on, I still give some photos on there. So a lot of people have been joining me on Facebook and keeping an eye on that. Also, they get a little bit of previews on what might be coming up, and of course they always ask, hey, is that going to be a video or whatever. Sometimes I answer, sometimes I don't. So I have those 2 items there. I have the Selping gear train and the arm there that we looked at in the last video. I got that going, and I have in the email I'm looking at a set of Selping gears that need to be bored, brazed, modified to press on to the different components there to repair another gear train, and that may be a video series as well. So I have works coming in to create more videos, and I have a lot of video footage right now. I've been working on an auto car for over 6 months, and I have the video footage for that as well. I just haven't had time to sit down and edit it and things like that. This giveaway does take up quite a bit of time, and you know, at first, you know, I said, hey, come hell or high water, I'm going to get through this, and I have. It's really great. I'm super pleased on how it's finishing up, and the response, even though it was a small quantity of judges, but it was volunteer, and those judges stepped forward, and reading through the judging, and you look at the judging on that blog there, and I'm real happy with the response. And even though it's 100 votes total, and that's including 10 from myself, I like the results of it. Okay, so we're going to be taking those votes, and next Saturday on the 14th, we're gonna find out. So I'll be working this whole week and getting prepped up for the video, and looking forward to starting during the holidays and the end of the holidays here, going through and start editing your videos for next year. All right. I want your input. I like your input. Your input has been what's creating my channel, where it's going, and the videos that I show. It does take a lot longer to take full projects and carry you along with the depth that I'm carrying it. So the frequency of my videos will go in spurts because the amount of time that it does take me to produce them for you. I am enjoying it, and your responses actually tell me that you're enjoying it. Give me some likes there. Give me a lot of feed on what you're looking for, and if you do want to give away again next year. Do we want to make this an annual thing? All right, everybody's looking forward to next Saturday, and I am too. Until then, get her done.